Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I apologize for disappearing for a week and a half. Was not my intention, but I do that a lot. It's a bad habit. What it actually is I have too many jobs, and I refuse to have less. In fact, I want more jobs. It's not good. It's a problem. But, you know, at least I'm having a fun time, and I'm finally here! And we've got more Crown Zenith than I've had in a while, so the price is a little bit less and there's a lot more of it, so I'm excited about that. I don't remember what all else I changed on the board, but I may or may not have gone crazy and opened like 50 random packs last week, and so I had to update the board, and I think I removed everything that I opened, but if I missed anything, then that's okay. I will find more, because in addition to the job addiction, I of course have a sealed product collecting addiction, also just a general Pokemon addiction. I've been going through some of like my biggest hits and stuff, like all my best Pokemon cards, and I was just like, wow, this is a lot. And they're all so pretty, and it's so fun, and I love it that there are a lot of them. It's fun times, but I hope you guys are all doing well, ready for some fun tonight. I know it's really late, it's like almost 1 a.m. for me, but it's Friday, so I was like, okay, maybe some people will be awake. Maybe. We'll see. But I'm just glad that I finally got myself to stream tonight, because I was busy Monday through Wednesday. I was doing Hilltop streams, and that was keeping me very busy. And then yesterday I spent the day with my mom as part of something we were doing for Mother's Day. And so I just, not had any free time until today at almost 1 a.m. But it's fine. First step to realizing you have a problem, well, multiple problems in your case. Yeah, see, I fully acknowledge that I have many problems in terms of collecting things, like jobs, and Pokemon cards, and Magic cards, and really any trading cards, and hobbies. The list goes on, and desks. Let's see. I have 3 desks that I use as desks currently, and then a 4th desk that I'm using as a nightstand. So technically 4 desks, but only 3 of them are being used as desks, so basically 3. It's fine. I need more. I don't have enough desks. There's not enough room on the desks that I have to do all the things that I want to do on desks. Like my streaming desk is completely, there are just cards everywhere, like a bunch of cards over there, bunch of boxes of cards, more boxes of cards, more cards, everywhere, cards. And so obviously they can't really do much else here because it's just covered in cards. Then my other desk, that's right to the side, it is like it's like limbo. It's the limbo desk. Everything that's like only partially made its way to where it's supposed to go ends up there, like some magic stuff that I was still trying to finish sorting and putting into a box before I added it to my shelf, then realized that there wasn't any room on the shelf anyway, so it just never got done. A bunch of like envelopes, some random top loaders. I thought I was out of top loaders, but apparently these were in my car for the past few months, so that was nice. It was a nice find. I was like, oh, this is really helpful. But yeah, there's just a lot of really weird stuff. Also, this giant box full of, like, Dum Dum suckers, but it's only the lemon lime ones and then the blue ones. Because I don't, like, the lemon lime ones just taste wrong. And then the blue ones dye my whole mouth blue, and I hate that. Some people don't care. I do. I do not like my mouth to be blue. And also the flavors are just mid, so it's like, it's not worth it to me. And apparently nobody in my family wants them, so they just sit there. I'll probably see if my magic friends want them, but I mean, I try to get Evolving Skies when I can, but I definitely don't find it very often. It's a lot of the Evolving Skies that I have at this point have just been stuff that I've saved, since, sometimes I'm smart and I save stuff. And so, yeah, but if I find some at a reasonable price, I will absolutely pick it up, because I mean, it's kind of a big deal. It's a big spicy set, and way too difficult to find. But yeah, I'll buy like whatever I can find at reasonable prices. And even if the prices aren't reasonable, if it's spicy enough, you know. What can I do? Sometimes for the spice, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. But yeah, let me take a quick second to check orders. I forgot to even sign into PayPal and Venmo. Also, I apologize in advance if I just start sneezing like crazy or something. My allergies have been destroying me today. Woke up and I was like, huh, it should be nice if I could breathe out of my nose right now. No luck. But, alas, that's what happens when it's springtime. It's very sad. On staff cards, I think staff cards are really cool. I have a good little handful of them. I wonder if I have all my, like, nice stuff out where I can actually find it right now. Let me see if I can figure out which one of these boxes has my staff cards, because they're pretty cool. Not that one. That one's empty. Alright, let's check this one. Nope. This one is a lot of secret rares. Yeah, that one's mostly just secret rares and full art promos. Let me check the next box. This one. Is this the trainers? They're too tightly packed, I can't get them out. Oh, these are full arts. Cool. Not promos though. Let me check the next one. There's a lot of little boxes to check. This is all my stuff in top loaders too, so they take up so much space. Oh, I think that's my altar box. Ooh. Aha, there are some promos. Oh, nope, but not the right kind of promos. Okay, on to the next one. We'll find it. We will find it. We will find the promos. Alright. Next box. What have we got in here? Base set Charizard. Random vintage cards. Celebrations. Primal Groudon EX. Haha, my favorite error card ever. Look, ooh. My camera holding thing is like breaking right now. Probably because I messed with it so much, but that's my favorite error card, like, ever. Hey, welcome, Jason. How is it going? It broke again. I was not expecting it to fall over right there. Alright, let me fix this real quick. That's another reason that it's been hard to stream lately, is all of my stuff is falling apart. And I don't know. Let's see if I can maybe get this to stay put. Why is it hates my desk? Okay, one moment. I'm just gonna, I don't understand why it refuses to stay put. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna mess around with it until it decides that it wants to stay in place. Why? Why is it like this? Okay, I just gotta screw it back. So maybe it'll stay in place. Oh, I'm screwing it the wrong way. That's why. Cause this thing makes no sense, probably cause it's partially broken. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What am I gonna replace it? No, probably not. I don't know. I'd rather buy more cards than replace this thing. Okay, now it's stable. Now you can see my weird card, and now I'm gonna find those promos. Ooh, I also found my custom Willow. Isn't it so cute? Also have my Simisears signed by I think it's Fehoko? Something like that. But he's a football player from Texas. Very random, I know. Looks like this is not where the promos are. Alright, it must be in the next one. Let me put these ones back. So many boxes to go through. Huh? Oh, sometimes I regret keeping all these cards in top loaders. Takes up so much more space. Hey look, it's a Pikachu. And another Pikachu. and another Pikachu, 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 and an Eevee. No, the custom Wooloo, I love it too much, and so that's why I didn't sell it, because it's just so cute. Alright, there's a bunch of shinies, a bunch of old stuff, but where are the promos? Maybe they're not in this box. Maybe they're in the other box. Man, I really thought the promos were going to be in this one. How sad. Unless they're just hiding. Nope. It's just shinies. Okay, they're not in this one either. Hey, welcome, Pokesly. How is it going? So many Pikachus. See, and this is just my top-loaded Pikachu collection. I also have my just regularly sleeved Pikachu collection somewhere in one of the boxes that I've been going through. I think it's in the other room, though. Alright, time to check the next box for the staff promos. I really don't have, like, a ton, but I have enough of them that, like, you know, they have their own little section. I think this is just full art trainers. Wow. So many full art trainers. Yeah, it looks like that's just full art trainers in that one. You never have too many Pikachus. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I have so many. Because you can't have enough. Alright, this is the last box. If it's not in this one, that means that I just missed it while going through one of the other boxes. So we're just gonna find it. Ooh, let's do that. Let's do that. See, I should focus on streaming, but sometimes I just want to search for a bunch of cards. Alright, Scarlet Violet is over here. Alright, 2 Scarlet and Violet for Jason. Let's see what we can get for you. Can we get a little bit of spice? I sure hope so. Alrighty, starting off, we've got a Cyclizar. Ooh, you guys can't even see. I apologize. There we go. Little Cyclizar in there. And a Magikarp. That's the best Pokemon. Alright, and on to pack number 2. Can we see a little bit more spice? Oof, unfortunately no spice out of there. But we'll go ahead and get these into it. Your stack. Let's see. Oh, I need to sneeze. Excuse me. Not having fun with all these allergies. To be honest. Not a fan. Not a fan. I wish they would just not be. Imagine I just will decide one day and they will just be gone. That would be so cool if I didn't have allergies. Like, I asked my mom, like, Mom, do we have any, like, medicine for allergies? And she's like, not anything that actually works. And I'm just like, great. Love that. I just want to not be suffering because there are flowers outside. That doesn't seem like a very valid reason to suffer, you know? I don't know. Alright, back to checking if this box is the one with the staff promos. It is pretty possible that I just missed it in another box, though, since, like I said, I don't have a ton. No, this is just full art trainers, too. Does have my really sweet Miriam, though. Isn't that nice? Isn't it so nice? Okay, so I'm... See, like, and what I don't understand is why my mom doesn't have better stuff for allergies, because she has extremely bad allergies, too. And I'm like, why, Mom? This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, I guess I just don't know which box they're in, but I have a handful of, like, Sun and Moon era staff cards. Like, I don't know if I have any Sword and Shield. I should have some Silver Tempest, but apparently I just didn't get one because... Very sad times. Question. I mean, that is a very random opinion to have. not gonna lie. As someone who is not the youngest and is also not in a relationship, I can't say I'm the most reliable source. But I feel like that's not really something that's going to, you know, really have an impact on anything. Either way, like, sure, there are some situations where being the youngest might not work out, but, like, that's just such a, it's just so specific. It's like completely just categorizing them based off of how old they are compared to their other siblings, if they have siblings. I don't know. That's just very silly to me. Like, nah, doesn't check out. My scientific reasoning says that will not always be the case. Sometimes it could, but not always. I realize all my friends are like youngest and oldest. That is interesting. I wouldn't know because only like half of my friends, less than half of my friends, are actually married, and I don't even know how old any of them or their spouses are, so I don't know. And neither of my parents, both of my parents are like second children. Yeah, I think they're both the second. Yes, so I don't know, both my parents are the second kid, and they're doing just fine. One is the second of 3, and the other is second of, let me count real quick. I think 5. I think I have 5. Probably. Like, I don't think I'm forgetting any of my uncles or aunts. What makes it easy is that he only has one sister, and then he has his brothers. And I think he has 3 brothers. Yes. It's just confusing because 2 of them have a name that starts with the letter J. It shouldn't be that confusing, but it just is. It is definitely an interesting little thing to think about, but the middle works with anything. The middle child does have to learn to be very flexible. As a middle child, technically myself. See, there's 4 of us, and I'm the second. So me and my younger brother are the middle children. Fun. Let me try and take a second to check orders real quick before I just get distracted forever, because I'm really good at getting distracted. Not quite as good at getting distracted as I am at collecting jobs, but you know, I'm pretty good at it. Except I guess I'm not really that great at collecting jobs since I haven't gotten another job in like, I don't know, 8-ish months. That's way too long to not be adding more jobs. So clearly I need to fix that. See what I'm thinking? I don't know how or when I'm going to somehow figure out the time, but I want to start doing art commissions again, you know, making custom cards. I have this half-finished Glaceon that's been half-finished for like a year, and I'm like, maybe it's finally time to finish this and then do more painting. But see, that's where what I was talking about earlier with the desks, like, that's where that comes in. I don't have a desk currently that I can use for painting, because one has all my makeup stuff, one has all my streaming stuff, and one has all of the stuff that needs to be sorted into its new home, and is also in the very middle of the room and is not a great place to put paint. So I don't have anywhere to paint. It is unless I like just go upstairs and be like, okay, Mom, I'm borrowing the table so that I can do my paint up here. But you know, yeah, not ideal. But I want to start doing commissions again, so I can have 5 jobs, you guys. You don't understand how much I want to be able to tell people that I have 5 jobs instead of just 4. You know? Hey, how's it going, Mamba? Nice nose, thank you. They're all very pink right now, and 2 of them have butterflies and flowers. They used to all have butterflies and flowers, but all the ones with butterflies and flowers broke off, so now I just have these 2. The rest of them are just pink. I'll have to tell my little sister that she's gonna have to marry somebody who's the youngest child just to prove one of my friends' friends wrong. It sounds like a pretty reasonable cause. She's like 12, but I think this is important enough. Or is she 13? She's I don't know. She's in junior high. She's a child. I don't know. you know, I could at least give her some advice, and then maybe in like 10 years we might get an answer. Favorite evolution? Probably Leafeon. Just because, you know. Why not? Maybe if they made a dragon Eevee, that would be my favorite, but they just won't. Why won't they give us more Eevees? This is what the people are asking for. We have been asking for a dragon type Eevee or a fighting type. Like, why? Why do we not have a fighting type Eevee? Why? There's I don't know. I do not know. It's for science. To be like, okay, so I know you're like 12 or 13, but for the sake of science, you're going to have to find somebody who is a youngest child and get married and have a successful marriage. And she's probably just going to be like, excuse me, what? Or the second option is things will just happen to work out. That's one of the guys that she has a crush on right now also just happens to be a youngest child, and I'm like, well, there you go. I just helped you make your decision. This is the one. I'm sure she would appreciate that so much. Me just be like, all right, there you go. Time to get married. And she'll be like, excuse me, what? I guess she wouldn't have to get married. She could just like date them, but like, you know, it'd have to be successful. So eventually they get married, but they could get married in like 10 years. It's just a very long time of dating. They'll survive high school together. Sounds like a not very fun time. High school is horrible. I'm so glad I'm done with high school. Graduating early was such a good decision. It makes me wish I had graduated even earlier. But alas, at least I'm done. See, like, my older brother just recently graduated college, and I'm like, wow, you know, I'm kind of jealous of, like, all the job opportunities that you have, but at the same time, I'm so glad that I chose not to go through so many more years of school. Yeah, I graduated high school a little bit early. I was just like, I'm done. I don't care about being here. Let me just, like, I used a lot of taking, like, extra online classes over the summer and stuff so that I just got all my credits done early so that I could be free. And so, yeah, I graduated high school a little bit early. Like, I was just like, I literally had nothing that made me want to be there for the last few years. Because, see, I was never super close to friends, and I didn't really care about extracurriculars once I hit, like, high school, so 10th grade, because that's where high school starts, where I live. I was just like, no, I'm kind of just done. And then I found Pokemon, and now, you know, see how that worked out. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't want to go to college. One of them is just, like, it just doesn't get me any closer to what I actually would like to do with my life. Like, all it's gonna do is force me to suffer through more years of school. I was absolutely miserable for every second of high school, and I've never liked school in the first place. So it was not fun. And I'm just like, there's nothing that I want to do that I can't figure out how to do on my own. So why would I pay a ton of money and spend a ton of years to go here and, you know, do whatever just so that I can put it on my resume? Like, look, I wasted 10 years of my life, or like, I don't think it'd probably be like closer to 4 or 5 years of my life going to college to learn things that probably won't actually be applicable to my job. Like, and also, I don't know, like, I'm not, other than like world domination, I don't have like extremely grand like plans or things that I want. Sorry, there's just a box that's randomly spilling cards and it's bothering me. There we go. Okay. But I'm like, you know, I'm pretty content to just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm like, sure, I don't make that much money. I really don't. And that kind of is not good. But at the same time, I don't want my whole life to just be about trying to make the most money. Like, I just want to vibe. I just want to enjoy life. And going to college will not be enjoyable at all for me. So, like, yeah, I'm good. I am good. I will just do my own thing. I'll never have a ton of money, but at least I have cards and stuff. Other than world domination. I mean, like, that's been my goal all along. It's not because I really want to take over the world, but it's more so that I just don't have any trust for any of the people that have been running any of the places of the world. So I feel like, you know, I I trust myself to at least do a better job than them. And then we can, improve the world, fix a few problems, all that good stuff, It's for a noble cause, though I definitely won't really enjoy. I don't like being in charge of people. See, I like being in charge of things, but not people. Like, at Hilltop, when Nick wanted me to be the manager, it was like, see, like, I could be in charge of things, but being the manager would mean I'd have to be in charge of people, and that sounds horrible to me, so I will pass. I do not want to be in charge of people. I vote Mantel's Kangaskhan. I don't think I have. I gotta say, I do not follow up with a lot of Pokemon news. It's just once it's like in store and I'm like, whoa, look, well, there it is. Actually, most of the time I only find out about it once it's on TCG Player. And if it's, OCG, Japanese stuff, it's gonna be a good while till it's on TCG Player. That's just how it is. See, I'm too busy having 4 jobs and trying to fight against myself on wanting to get a 5th one. See, I just want to be able to say... See, like, 4 jobs, it's fun, but it's gotten old. Now I'm like, I need 5 jobs. Of course, every once in a while I still meet new people. I'm like, yeah, I have 4 jobs, and they're like, excuse me, what? And I'm like, hee. But like, most people know by now, at least the people that I'm around regularly, that I have 4 jobs, and so I'm like, I need to bump that number up to 5. I can barely handle 4 jobs, but I want to have 5. So we're gonna figure it out one way or another. See, like one of my other plans that I could do instead of starting to do more painting commissions is I could try to get my mom to convince the car dealerships that she works for to hire me to be her like apprentice, so that when she eventually decides she's done with this job, they will already have somebody that's trained and ready to take over, being me. But then I'm also like, do I really want to to agree to take care of warranty for car dealerships as once my mom decides she's ready to retire or whatever? No. But it could be a good way to get a 5th job. Just saying. Or I told my mom that we need to like open some kind of little shop, either like a thrift store or like a homegrown food store, because we have a nice little garden and we have chickens, and chickens produce eggs, and eggs are very expensive and very high in demand, especially if they're homegrown if they're eggs from chickens that live free range in a very nice backyard and get spoiled like pets and are very loved. Like, what better eggs are there? I don't think there are any. And so see, if I was able to get something like that to work, that would be another great way to get that 5th job. And I mean, all of these ideas are ultimately just fuel so that one day I can have like 50 jobs and people will be like, that's an exaggeration, and I want to be able to say, no, it's not. Would you like me to list them out for you? I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to get there. I want to do that someday. I want to have 50 jobs, you guys. I don't know if I'll ever get up to that money, but I feel like 5. 5 is doable. Probably like barely doable right now, but I can make it work if I really tried. If I really, really tried. So, yeah. I'll still try to stream though, I promise. I'm just not very good at streaming as often, which is sad because like I want to stream, but boy am I exhausted after getting home every night. Especially on days that I do like 12 hours of work between the 2 game stores, and I'm just like, I'm a little worn out, and I still have to do TCG Player. I know it's good times for the most part. Except when I have to like deal with people that are difficult, that I'm sad, and I'm like, this is lame. And see, that's some other things, like it's like people like you guys are pretty chill, but sometimes it's just exhausting to have to help people and talk to people and work with people. Because she's right, like 99% of the time you have to make this be that 1%. Yes. High school dances. I went to 3 of them? I think I went to 3 of them. But I've never been like a huge dating or dancing person, so there's not a ton of appeal there. Like, I don't know. I went to like 3 of them. I think 1 in 10th grade and 2 in 12th. And that was it. And then I was like, wow, I'm okay with the fact that I don't have to do these again. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan. It was just very loud, and there was a lot of sketchy teenagers there. That's what I remember. Though I do enjoy like the dressing up part. I remember the first dance I went to, we way overpaid for some stupid rental, and then apparently the dress like got partially ripped, and I don't know how or like when, because I didn't notice anything, but then the person was like, now you have to pay me more money, and we were just like, oh, this is a bit of a... And so after that, we did not do it with the fancy dresses, and just... The second dance, I had a flamingo dress. It was like blue and white stripes, and then it had like little like flamingos on the bottom of like the hem. It was kind of fun. And then the last dance I went to was like a Halloween dance, so I was dressed up as Elsa Snyder from Indiana Jones. So yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing that I did. I got them hurry and check orders again real quick. We might just not be getting very many tonight, but I've got at least a little bit longer I can vibe, but ooh, my chair is stuck on something. I hate it when it does that. I just want my chair to be able to roll without getting stuck on things, but so much for that. So much for that. But yeah, no, I really didn't care for most of the social aspects of high school. Very much just wanted to leave there as soon as possible. So that's why I graduated early. It's like, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm going to go sell more Pokemon. I'm gonna go buy more Pokemon. All of the Pokemon. It was great. It was great. My graduation photos were pretty sweet though, because I did them with like my sword and my crown, and they were so epic. So that was pretty cool. Oh, all right. Let's check out these new cards. Let's check out the leaks. Oh, we got some fun ones. Oh, the Ninetales. I hope that they do some really cool stuff with the Ninetales. Oh, the Mew EX. Okay, let me move it so you guys can actually see instead of just listening to me be excited. Let's see. Aha, there they are. Let's see. Well, whoop. Look at all these little silly guys. You can kind of see the Ninetales there. Most, of course, a Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur. A lot of silly Arbok. You can barely see, but I'm kind of excited for that one. That's because like most of these are cards that like are Pokemon I've. This one makes me want to cry, like sob in immense pain. Why do they have to do this to us? They must hate me. But that's probably it. And then there's a cute little Mew. But yeah, the Ninetales. I like the Ninetales and the Arbok. Those are unique and cool. The Zapdos also looks really cool. Zapdos is just one that's already had an EX, so it's slightly less exciting. High school talent shows. I do remember some fun talent shows, but I also remember getting tired after the second hour of assemblies. Like, can I go home? That's what was really nice about doing... Because, see, I just did entirely online school for 11th grade. It was amazing. That's what actually enabled me to, like, start doing, like, rip and ships and, like, actually have time to hunt for product, was because I was just doing all my school online. It was great. It was great. And then for the one semester I did of 12th grade, it was, like, half online, half in school. So I didn't like having to be there for 2 periods, but it also meant that I didn't have to deal with any of the assemblies, because I was not there whenever they had assemblies. I was just like, cool, that means I don't have to be at school. I like that. So that was cool. It was pretty vibey. Alright, we're gonna check orders again real quick. see if we've got anything to open, because I want to open stuff, but I already opened more than I should have for myself. And what was really sad is when I opened all those packs, I didn't even like actually pull anything good, and I was like, see, like I was only opening sets that have like alt arts and stuff, because I was like, I kind of want to pull an alt art today. And not only did I not pull an alt art, but like I really didn't do well. You know, I definitely learned things about my peers that I didn't know, but part of the problem is that I didn't know those people in the first place, so that was why I didn't know anything about their talents. I don't know, during high school, like 10th grade, I had a few friends, but after that I was like, I'm good. I will just exist on my own. I can just be friends with all of the people online. Yes. They understand me and my silly cards. much more fun. Much more fun to hang out with cool Pokemon people on the internet than a bunch of unstable teenagers that are really, really, really hard to get along with. See, I may still be a teenager, and I do acknowledge that as a fault. But, you know, I was like that too reset person. See, in my school, I think there was about 2,000, somewhere between, I think, 2,000 and 3,000 students. This school wasn't really made to build. It wasn't really built to hold more than maybe 12 to 1,500. So it was an absolute nightmare to get through those hallways. Somehow they expected us to do that in 5 minutes. Was not realistic. It was horrible. Like, classrooms were packed wall to wall. Some classrooms didn't even have enough, like, regular desks, so they had to have, like, little extra, like, table type things in the back with a few seats, because like they just crammed every classroom full as they could, you know, like 40 kids a class for a lot of the classes, which is very excessive because those classrooms were not very large. But yeah, that was another thing I did like about the school. Like, not only are there so many people that I don't know, but there are too many people for my sanity and for the school's capacity. Like, it was rough. It was very rough. Like, any assembly they had to do it in like two separate assemblies for it to fit everybody in. That is a big auditorium, but it's not big enough. That's kind of like a hint, I feel like, that maybe there's too many students here. But like all of the schools in northern Utah are that way, basically. Unless, like, maybe some, like, the private schools. But, like, public schools, beyond packed. It is so bad. Like, even, like, elementary school students are, like, 35 to 40 kids in a class. How is a single teacher supposed to be able to, like, help that many kids, especially at that age where they really need the guidance from a teacher? The answer is they can't. That's why the education system isn't working too well over here. Alright, I got 2 more Scarlet Violet for you, Jason. Let's see, I got 1 more out of an open box. Let me get another box opened. Where are my scissors? Oh, they're there. I found them. Oh, that's an Astro Radiance box. Not what we need. I think the Scarlet Violet over here. Ooh, there it is. Second to last one. And I have one more of these booster boxes after this one. I would try to get more, but I don't think that I can. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I could. I'm not sure. I'm not sure anymore. I'm never sure anymore. But I mean, I guess technically we're getting ready for Paldea Evolved now, so that's pretty exciting. It's gonna be quite the neat set, from what I can tell. I think pre-release is in what, like a couple weeks, maybe? Hopefully? Alright, there we go. Now we got 2 packs. Nice. Let me just adjust this a little bit. So this time I can actually show you guys the cards while we open the packs. So I'm such a silly goose who is really bad at actually checking to see if the cards are visible on camera. Alright, pack number 1! Not much. Well, let's hope pack number 2 will actually have something for us, because we just want something a little bit spicy, you know? Alright, let's see what do we got. And we got something. We got the Gyarados EX. That is a little bit nicer. That is what we like to see. A little bit of texture. How much is Detective Pikachu? It is in the $15 section, so 15 a pack. Alright, Jason, we will go ahead and get these added to your stack. Terras are so cool. I'm excited to see what they do with those throughout the rest of Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet. Brain is still processing. Still processing the fact that Sword and Shield is poof, gone, over. Kinda crazy. Cause see, the entire time that I've collected Pokemon, it's been Sword and Shield era until now. Because I started, I think, a little bit after Rebel Clash came out. Which is so weird that was that long ago. But yeah, so changing eras, is very new. Yep, I've only got one pack of Detective Pikachu. He's the last one, just chilling, vibing even. Look how cute it is. I wish I had Detective Pikachu actually on the front, but we just have this spicy looking Pokeball. Pretty fun. I was looking at my Detective Yoshida from the Japanese set yesterday, and I was like, man, that Detective Pikachu is such a fun set, but the Japanese one hits a little differently. I miss the days when we had like full Japanese booster boxes of that set. That was so cool. See, they were selling Paldea Evolved in Target. Wow, no, I have not heard anything about that. Must been a little bit of an error. Man, I've seen like Walmarts and stuff dropping it maybe like a week or two early, but I don't think it comes out for like another month, doesn't it? Let's see, Paldea Evolved release date. Oops, I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Release date. June 9th. Okay, actually that's closer than I realized. Still like a couple weeks away. But does that mean next week is pre-release? That's exciting, because pre-release means we get back server. Okay, I guess I'll have to stream a lot next week. So then we can evolve Paldea Evolved. I'm so excited now. I love it. As long as I can actually get the kits. I was so sad that I wasn't able to find anywhere that I could get Scarlet Violet pre-release. It was horrible. But Paldea Evolved, I hope, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I should be able to get it for pre-release. Pikachu was so floofy in that movie, for reals. It's a good movie, and see, I enjoyed that movie before I even was into Pokemon. Like, my family went to watch it, just, watch a movie as a family. But, like, it was a legitimately enjoyable movie, and that was way before I really got into Pokemon. Like, when did that come out? Detective Pikachu. It was 2019. That was like 4 years ago, so maybe like a year before I started collecting. Yeah, that was about a year. So not like a super long time, but a little bit before. That's 4 whole years since that movie came out. How fun. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna take another quick little check on orders. We'll probably go maybe another 10-15 minutes. If we don't see any more orders, then I will probably wrap up so I can get some sleep tonight. Man, my insomnia has been brutal this week. Like, I keep trying to go to bed earlier, and then all of a sudden the sun starts rising, and I'm like, wait a second! I'm not ready for the sun to rise. I still need to fall asleep. So that's been my week. Like, every single night, it's been like, I'm trying to fall asleep, and then I'm like, the sun is rising. Hey, welcome to this stream. How is it going? How is it going this fine? Not even evening, it's just nighttime now. This fine night. At least for me. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Which is, not that late compared to when I've been going to sleep when the sun is rising. So like 6:30ish. It's not an ideal time to sleep. Honestly, would not recommend. I mean, like 6 to 6:30. I mean, I could also just ask the weather app when it says the sunset and sunrise are. I want to know the sunrise. 6:05. So like 6 a.m. ish is when the sun has been rising. Not a good time to sleep. Do you like winter more? For most, like, I like winter because it's cold and that means I can wear more layers, and I really like wearing layers, so there's that. And then I don't know, I like that. I like that winter is colder so I can wear more layers. I work like 6 hours. Oh, that's not fun. You should just say no. Be like, nah, I will be coming in 10 hours. You just have to deal with it. It just is what it is. Like, I'll still do my full shift, but it's just not gonna be when you wanted it to be. So that's it. But yeah, at least in terms of temperature, I much prefer to be cold because then I can wear comfy clothes to be warm. And I also have this amazing heated blanket, and it is amazing when the air is frigid and then I have my blanket and I'm just wrapped up like a little burrito. It is perfect. It's perfect. It's all I want. I want the air to be cold, and then I want to be a burrito with my heated blanket. I could also get my tortilla blanket, but I don't actually know where the tortilla blanket is at the moment. When I move into Pokemonor, work will be a thing of the past. Who needs work when you can just have a Pokemonor to live in and enjoy the random food that shows up there? I can't promise it'll be anything more than like applesauce and Cheez-Its, but like working to eat whatever you want, free applesauce and Cheez-Its, working to eat whatever you want, free applesauces and Cheez-Its. I feel like it's like the answer is obvious. Free applesauce and Cheez-Its. Like, what more could you need than a place to live and free applesauce and Cheez-Its? Which is thinking, now I really want to eat some applesauce. I ate some applesauce earlier, but it wasn't enough. I need more applesauce. Definitely. I'm gonna have to eat some more applesauce later. I did also eat some leftover pizza, so I'm not actually hungry. I just want applesauce because applesauce is cool. Using taking care of the animal sanctuary. Exactly. That is not work. That is just vibes, pure vibes. That is exactly what that is. Just chilling, grooving, existing, vibily. Just the way we like it. Alright, I'ma check orders again. Got maybe 10-ish more minutes. If we don't see more orders, we'll probably wrap up. See, I didn't really expect many orders considering I started at almost 1 a.m., but I wanted to stream. I wanted to try. I might stream tomorrow, but I don't know for sure, because last Saturday I was doing family stuff for Mother's Day, so I didn't stream. But tomorrow I'm like, the only reason I'm going to not want to stream is because I have to wake up early on Sunday, and by early I mean at like 8 o'clock. I don't want to be awake at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when I should be comfortably asleep. 8 a.m. That's such a horrible time to have to get out of bed. But I'm now in like a leadership position for like the group of women in my church, and I don't want to be in a leadership position, but like I'm like, you know, this is going to be a good opportunity to help others, and I want to help others. So, despite the fact that I really don't like leadership positions. See, I used to, and now I don't anymore. I'm good. Like I said, I want to be in charge of things, not people. Is that I have to help being in charge of people, and I'm like, I don't know. And they're also making me wake up early to do it. They're like, let's meet at 10:30 a.m. And I'm like, why? I can barely get to church by noon. I have a problem. And I take forever to actually like wake up and get ready for the day, because I just am really good at being really slow at that, and also sleeping through alarms. I'm very, very talented at sleeping through alarms. But you know, I'm trying my best. It's rough for me to wake up. But I will keep trying to do a good job, and hopefully do a good job. So, you know, just we're just trying to exist and do a good job at it, so. Yeah, but so that does make me not want to be awake as late. It gives me a little bit of incentive to want to go to sleep earlier, but oh goodness. Speaking of sleep, but despite that, it's just like my body is like, no, I don't really want to sleep at a normal time. Like, you should just not sleep. But I'm like, but it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Even when I like take like sleep supplements that are supposed to help me sleep, I'm just like, no, that's funny. That's silly. You're such a silly goose. You don't get to sleep at a reasonable time. And so I guess I don't. We'll see how it goes on Saturday. I might like do a short stream. But usually I've been trying to hang out with my family more in the evenings when I get home from work, because like a couple months ago I just suddenly realized that I'm a member of a family and that I like almost am never around them, and I was like, I should probably change this. So I've been working on spending more time with my family instead of just forgetting that I live in a house with the rest of my family. I'm working on it though, because see, like, I just like I love my family. I never haven't loved them, and of course they've been, you know, family is family. It's a little chaotic sometimes, but I was like, you know, I just like never am like home when any of them are awake or I'm streaming. So maybe I should work on that. So, in addition to having 4 jobs, I'm also working on self-improvement. Like, I've actually been improving my diet. Believe it or not, I've completely given up soda. I haven't drinking soda since March? I think it was early March was the last time that I drank soda. Just completely gone. Instead, I drink juice every day. And I love juice, so it's great. I just found all kinds of good tasty juices, and now it's perfect. So I have juice instead of Sprite every day. And then I've also, I've eaten like my frozen fruit at night for a really long time, but I'm just continuing to do that. And then I'm trying not to eat as much like overly processed, you know, candies and stuff. Like, sure, the sugary stuff is great, but like, it's literally just a bunch of weird chemicals mixed up with some sugar, and I'm like, I can eat that. I could eat some applesauce, and you guys know I like applesauce and fruit snacks. I like the like more natural type of fruit snacks that are not like full of as many weird things. So healthy fruit snacks and applesauce, and of course my frozen fruit, instead of eating other candy. And I'm like, this is still great. Like, I am perfectly content without eating weird candy all the time. So I've been working on that. Yugioh left. We've got a few Yugioh things. I think those are all going to be right here in this section. We have 4 of the 25th anniversary sets at the moment. 1 of each of Invasion, Chaos, Spell Ruler. I think Dark what? Where did the packs go? Let me find them. Is it Dark Crisis? Yes, that is what it is. Dark Crisis. And then I don't actually know where the Legends of Blue Eyes pack is. Oh, never mind, I found it. So I think it's just those 4. So for some reason I have 5. I don't know what the other one was or where it went, but let's see. So we got the Spell Ruler, Invasion of Chaos. Oh, I don't have Pharaoh's Servant. I think the Pharaoh's Servant was supposed to be 550 as well. But yeah, we got those guys. You can even see them. All the cute little 21st pack. It's not 21st, 25th packs. For Yugioh's 25th anniversary. Yes, that is what I currently have for Yugioh. Oh, fun fact, I do also have Digimon on the board right now. I have 4 packs of Battle of Omni if anybody is looking for that. It was really random. I was just like sat and I'm like, this set's kind of old. I'm gonna get some. So now I have 4 packs because I randomly found them and I was like, yes, why not? So we have a few packs of Battle of Omni. I think those are the only non-Pokemon. Or I guess I do also have the 1 magic set. Strixhaven. Just a box that's been chilling in my closet because one day I felt like getting a box, and so now I have one and it just lives in my closet. Like, I don't know, like I usually open all my magic boxes, but this one it was just like, I was just feeling the let this box live in my closet vibe. So that's what it's doing. It is currently just chilling in the closet on top of a bunch of boxes of bulk. And then it has some of like the lunchbox tins with like those little mini binders and stuff packed in them. And a half-empty Cyrus milk box. It's a fun little stack. Just like all the stacks in my closet. I mean, like, it's just so many boxes. Oh, the boxes. See these ones in the middle here. Those are my magic bulk. Some of them. Only a couple of them. And then there's a bunch of Pokemon and Pokemon and Pokemon and Pokemon. And look, right there. That's the Strixhaven box. Just chilling. And you look down there and you see even more cards. There's so many cards. I will probably never end up getting the Latios Altart card unless somebody gifts one to me, because those things are expensive and they are really hard to find. The only one I think I've ever seen in person was the one that I pulled for Nancy a couple years back. That was it. I see. Oh, actually, no. Maybe have I seen? That's the only loose one I've seen. I might have seen one in a slab once, but yeah, it's not a super easy one to get a hold of, and it is much out of my budget for single cards. Like, I prefer for single cards I get to be under $20 each. And anything else I can either pull or, you know, trade or whatever, I don't know. But every once in a while I do buy more expensive cards. I used to buy a lot more expensive stuff like my Lysia. I wonder how expensive my Lysia is now. We should investigate for fun. First though, I'm gonna check orders. I'm going to investigate PayPal, CashApp, and Venmo first, and then we can investigate how my Lysia is doing, because a lot of the Sentiment trainers have been going up a lot in price, and now I'm regretting all the ones that I never ended up buying, because I wanted all of them, but I like, holy smokes, that's a lot more than I realized. Okay, let's see this graph. Let's see this graph. Oh, that looks so much more subtle. Guys, when I bought this card like a year and a half ago, it was $100. That's crazy. It's gone up a lot more than I thought. See, I checked this like 6 months ago and I thought it was still pretty close to 100, but 6 months ago I guess it would have been 150, which isn't like a huge jump. I think it was probably about 115-ish when I got it, but that's a lot more money now. Holy smokes. Yeah, near mint. Is it 300? There are only 4 listings for it too. Well, nice. Wow, okay. Now I'm like, I was not expecting that. That is the most a card I have ever owned has increased in value, so that's really exciting. Now it's by far like the most expensive card in the set. I wonder if this Rainbow Energy has gone up a lot too. Oh yeah. Is this? Oh, yep. Oh man, this is so much fun. Okay, now thinking what else do I have? I have this Cynthia and Caitlyn tag team full art. I was so excited when I found it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I was worried I didn't have one of these, but I do. That's not it. Clicked on the wrong thing. Cynthia and Caitlyn. Full art. I don't know. Cynthia and Caitlyn. I hate that they use the and sign. It makes it so hard to search for. So this one I actually have no clue what I bought it for, but I say it's yeah, it's gone. It's doing all right. Now it's more expensive than the Lysia, and I probably bought it. It must have probably been between 45 and 65 when I bought it, so that's exciting. Or I do have a few of the Evolution VMAX alt cards. I think I pulled 1 or 2 of them, but I did end up actually buying 1 or 2. I know I bought the Leafeon because I pulled every other Leafeon in the set, all of them except for the VMAX alt, and I'm like, well, I need all of them, so I do know that I bought that one. But yeah, those are some of the few cards that more recently-ish I've spent a lot on, but since then even my spending has gone down a lot. This one's from Cosmic Eclipse. I love Cosmic Eclipse so much. Fortunately, I don't think I've ever had a Rosa. I do have this one though. No Lily's Full Force either. I think I have a Japanese one of these, maybe? Or maybe it's the Rainbow Rare. I think that's gone up a good bit, too. Man, I wish I had gotten all the floats from this set, but I do have Mallow and Lana. I have 2 of these. They haven't gone up quite as high, but then again, they were starting closer to 30. I'd say still doing alright. They're like 55. Also, that's just so pretty. I love these cards. It's not like I'm ever gonna get rid of them. I just love to see. Like, it's just so exciting to me to see the price charts going. Whew! I'm trying to think like what other really good ones. I guess I can just show you guys some of my other trainers. They're in one of these boxes that I went through earlier. Let's see. Is this my secret rare trainers and sword and shield trainers? I don't really care about those. At least not as much as my Sun and Moon and X and Y era trainers. Let's see, that's Altarts. Is this the Altar box? Yes. There's an Altar box. Almost all of this box is just full of Altarts and top loaders. Isn't that fun? Yeah, in terms of the EVs, you better believe I do not have the Umbreon. I've not pulled that one, and I'm definitely not willing to buy it unless it's like at a discount, which, you know. There are some people that want to get rid of it quick that'll sell it for discounted price, but I'm not really super desperate to get one. Like, Umbreon's not my favorite of the EVs, and also I could buy so many other cards for that amount of money. If I could even spend that amount of money. I'm still getting ready to buy a car, so... Alright, not in that box. Maybe it's in this one. I really need to label these boxes. Alright, well, there are at least some secret rare trainers. Oh, yes! Okay, I found the right trainer box. First, actually, I'm going to check orders, and then we can take a quick second to look at some of my very spicy trainers. Yes. It's like my Sun and Moon and X and Y trainers, and then some of my gold ones. I think like the first half, little less than half, is Sun and Moon trainers. It's like, here. I think it starts with X, Y, though. Or maybe it's just Sun and Moon. But we got Gladion. He's pretty neat. 2 of those. Here's a Fisherman. This is Hidden Fates. Shiny Gallery, or whatever. It's Shiny Vault. We got Olivia. Yeah, there's really cute Japanese Gardenia. Then now that I think about it, I have no idea what this one's worth. And a lot of the, like, Japanese full art trainers are randomly worth, like, a lot of money compared to the English ones. And I don't even know what this one is worth in English. So let's investigate. Gardenia. This is number 070. Alright, eBay. I wasn't expecting that. That's a lot more than I thought this card was worth. See, I was guessing maybe it was gonna be like $100 card. What is this? This is so fun. Wow. And I thought this was like $100 tops. I mean, then again, it's only been more recently that I've learned the value of Japanese trainers. Because like the most recent one sold for $250. See, and here I was thinking that my Japanese gold Reshizard was my most valuable Pokemon card. And all this time, Gardenia's just over here chilling at like $300. Man. Well, okay, that's cool. Man, and I had no clue. Like what is English Gardenia full art worth? Because I probably just looked at the English one and was like, it must be close to that. Oh, see, like the English one's probably even gone up a lot too. Yeah, look at this. Went from like 30 to 40. I mean, I only got up like $10. But yeah, so I was thinking the Japanese one couldn't be more than like maybe 80, but wow, that's cool. Man, I love these Japanese trainers. They are something else. Only some of them though. There's a bunch that are randomly just not worth anything. But it's very entertaining to me. Alright, let's move this out of the way and we can look at more. I've also got this really cool underground expedition. We got Steven's Resolve. I almost bought a second of these recently just because, but then I decided not to. There's another Olivia. Another Gladion. I have a lot of Gladions. We also have Guzma. Very playable card. I wish I had the special delivery Bidoof. Unfortunately, I only have the special delivery Charizard that I only got because I bought a lot from a friend that needed some quick money, and I was like, you know, I mean, sure. And so now I have the Charizard, but I don't really care. I just want the Bidoof, you know? We got Detective Yoshida. No idea what this is worth, but it's just Detective Yoshida. I also have this one, but this one's a guy trainer, so I doubt it's worth much, but I'm still kind of curious. What is Japanese Molayne worth? Let's find out. For fun, for science. Molayne, this one is 062. Oops, I typed in 063. That's not the right number. Oh yeah, see, this one's like $10, which is kind of what I expected, because it's not a waifu. G5 is Exile. I think this card might have gone up a bit too. Let's see. This is so much fun. I love this game. I apologize if this is boring, but I have so much fun just randomly looking up cards and seeing how their prices have changed. Even cards that aren't mine. I just think this is fun. This is entertainment to me. Oh, never mind. Not this one. This one definitely hasn't gone up. It's like $2. So which one was it? Oh, I think this is Jesse and James, because Jesse and James also came out of Hidden Fates. I think that's probably the one that... Oh yeah, this is a little bit more expensive. I think it used to be like $3 or $4. Woo! It went up and then it's gone back down a little bit. Yeah, it used to be like $5. That's what I was thinking. Alright. Now we go back down. Maybe. Alright. What's next? Another Giovanni's Exile. And we got How with the little lonely Raichu. This is so cute. We got another Guzma. There's my English Gardenia, which is like a third of the price of the other one. Ooh, we got the really spicy Cynthia. This is another Hidden Fates Shiny Vault. Let's check out the price graph on this one. Alright, back to the thing. Alright, we got Cynthia. Ooh. Here it is. Look at that graph. Actually, this one went down first. Probably was closer to 80. Went down to like 65. But it's now going back up to like 85. None of these cards are for sale. This is my personal collection, but that's what it's worth at least. That's what that one is worth. I wonder what the How is worth too. Hunters. See, he's not worth much, but that's because he's not a waifu. That's how that works. Alright, on to the next one. Now I'm trying to think, I'm like, do I have more, like, Japanese waifus? I know there's, like, I have the Crown Zenith Melanie, but that one's not expensive. Greensley? We got Nita! So cute. I wish I had all these team-up trainers. And there's the other Cynthia. I guess we can check how much, this Cynthia, or, you know, look at the price graph for this one. Alright, let's look at it. Because I'm a silly little goose who just wants to look at price graphs. Let's see. Oh. Nice. Yeah, that was like 90. Now it looks like closer to 130. Let's see. And the lowest near mint though is 150. Nice. So much fun. I love it. Alright. No. Okay, let's see what we got next. That's Elysia! It's going up like crazy! Man. We also got Wick. The English one. Actually, I'm curious about Wick. Let's find out. Because Wick is a lot more random. Not one that really anybody talks about, I feel like. But let's see. Oh yeah, she's not nearly as expensive as the other ones, but she's gone up too. 20 up to like 35-ish. First page doesn't have any near mints. Alright. Let's see what's next. Sophocles. We got the different Guzma. The lady. I forgot I had this one. I also have a Pokemon breeder with a little Miltank. Lusamine. Man, Lusamine is so pretty. Let's see how Lusamine has been doing in terms of the price graph. It's been a minute since I have checked on Lusamine. I know I have both of the Lusamine full arts, so we can check both of them. Lusamine, why does she look so cool? But he's actually like a psychopath. This one went from 20 to 40. Nice little bit of a doubling there. Man, I once pulled this. How do you get trainers? Some of these I've pulled, but most of these I bought as singles about 2 years ago when I was in my really crazy single buying phase. So that's where a lot of these came from. But there are some that I did actually pull out of packs. And then now for her being insane. Looks so cool though. I like the just boop, boop. Shot up $20 just whoosh, real quick. Overall graph though, went from about 50 to 90-ish. First page. Yeah, about 93 is the lowest for a near mint. Have fun. No, none of these are for sale. This is just my personal collection that I am showing you guys because we don't have any orders, and I think it's fun to look at because they've been like stored away in a box for a long time. But I can get a hold of another Lusamine flyer if somebody is interested in one. There is currently one that I could buy, but yeah, this one is mine. It's just for me to enjoy and to show you guys, and for me to be silly about price graphs because I really like price graphs. Also, this is just kind of cool, an Ultra Recon squad. Got a Lima. Bill's Maintenance. I like a lot of the really obscure, like, Sun and Moon trainers that most, like, most users don't even think about when you think about the Sun and Moon trainers. Oh, the trainers are just so much fun. I love collecting trainers. We got Nanu. There's another Giovanni's Exile. A lot of those. Here's my Sun and Moon base set Lily. I do have that one at least, just not the extra spicy lilies. Yeah, the Japanese 151 set should be pretty sweet. Oh, hey, there's the other Lusamine. I have 2 of them. Nice. I mean, I do really like the artwork, so I'm not that surprised that I have 2 of them. Another Giovanni's Exile. I think all those Giovanni's Exiles were probably ones that I pulled because I opened a lot of Innovates. Esrola, I love her. Kind of curious about her price graph. The Giovanni is like a $2 card, so he's not worth a ton, but, you know, I won't complain about having a bunch of Giovannis. Alright, Acerola. I've always loved Acerola, and this one was one that was so hard to get a hold of, like, for no reason. I think I might have 2, because when I finally found him, I was like, I'm getting as many as possible. Like 30? That's closer to 60. No near mints on the first page, just like this. And I'm just assuming mine are near mint. No, that one's probably light play. But a lot of them I think are near mint. I hope. Maybe. Ooh. I looked at the next one. I want to look at that one too. We also have the Mars full art. Mars is so cool. I remember when they first released Art of a Rezu, and I'm like, oh, it's Mars. And then I was like, never mind, it's a Rezu. Why? Why do they look like the same person? Oh, see, that one went down first, and then went back up, and then up some more. Just like 45. Neato. Let's see. And there she is. She's so cool. Oh, 8th Foundation employee. This one's just, I love how just, like, cool their outfits are. I don't even know. They were Ingo and Emmett. This is a card that actually shot up quite a while ago. It was like $10. All of a sudden it was 40. Now I think it's between 25 and 30. We got Morty, Japanese, sadly not a waifu this time. We got the TV reporter, so cute, I love it. We got Jesse and James, Hiker, Red's Challenge. Oh, this one's a pretty cool one. This is from Unbroken Bonds. Kind of curious on that one. It may not be a waifu, but you know, I feel like Red is a fairly popular card, maybe. Red Full Art. Red's Challenge. That's what it's called. It's Red's Challenge. Oh yeah, so that one's worth a little bit. and also been consistently. Also, that went down and then back up. It's still like a good $50-ish card, so not bad, not bad. Let's see. Ooh, the next one we definitely have to check. I love Kahili. Ooh. I struggling. Kahili. Ooh. Arasu's Mars ancestors. You know, that would make sense. That would make sense why they look like the same person. Kahili is cool. I kind of want to, like, do a Kahili costume for Halloween someday. She hasn't gone up nearly as much as some of the others, but that doesn't change the fact that I absolutely love Kahili. I don't know, she's just cool. Let's see. We'll move this back down. Moving this back and forth, I'm like, there's gotta be an easier way to do this, but I'm guessing I'm doing it hard way. Here's another Acerola. Maybe this one's near mint. I don't know. Zinnia. This is the Dragon's Majesty one. And End's Resolve. We definitely have to look up both of those. See, do we need to? No, we don't really need to look up this one. This is Team Skullgrunt. Still cool. Hey, there's that Cynthia and Kaylin. Oh, I'm so excited that I found out I had that. And then here's the double Malolana, since I have two, just because I love them. And then I think the rest of the stuff in here is just all gold trainers. So let's check out these two. Let's see let's see whether or not people have come to appreciate them more. And Resolve. All of the end floats are so cool in my opinion. Look, he's just got a little smile. Very cute. I see this one's. Whoop. He's doing pretty alright. How about the Zinnia though? Zinnia is so cool. I was happy when they reprinted Zinnia. I was like, we finally got another one! Alright. Here we go. Zinnia. She's so cool. And she likes dragons. And I like dragons. So she went down a little bit and then back up even more too. But yeah, so those are all of these Sun and Moon trainers, or at least the better ones that I have. But yeah, I love me some trainers, but I'm so sad that I didn't get a lot of them before they went up a ton in price. Like a lot of the ones from Team Up especially, but really just like about all of them. I wish I had gotten more of them. But that's why with at least throughout Sword and Shield era, I've stocked up on all my fun little trainers. I'm like, okay, these are the ones that I want to have. I'm not risking it. They will go up in price eventually. I'm gonna get them while they're slightly more affordable. Cause like, let's see, we can look up at what's in Team Up. What? Oh, there it is. Actually, first I'm gonna check orders again. I was supposed to stop streaming like 20 minutes ago or something, but it's fine. It's okay. For the sake of vibing and looking at cool full art trainers, I'll go a little bit longer. Team Up booster boxes are expensive. This is also a lot more than last time I checked. I'm so upset that I never got the Gengar Mimikyu or the Magikarp Wailord. It's so unaffordable now. Like, man, this thing went up so much. About a year ago, it was 75. Now it's like 250. But actually, the lowest near mint listing is 400. That's literally like, that's horrible. That's very sad. Very sad indeed. Let's just look at the cards. Let's see. We got Magikarp Wailord. Oh man, I love. See, I at least have like the regular art promo of these two, but I'm so sad I never got this one, and now it's basically unattainable. From like 65 to 245, but the lowest near mint listing on here is 500. Big yikes. Or another one. I actually don't know if I ever got the Tyranitar Sableye, but he's also done the same thing. 147, but actually the lowest near mint is 250. Very, very sad times. I just wanted one because it was cute. Man, these cards are so expensive. Like all of them are just skyrocketing, and it's sad because I never ended up buying most of them. I'm like, I regret it so much because they were cards I really wanted to have in my collection. I was always like, yeah, I'll get them one day. Now it's too late. They're so expensive. I'm like, I feel like the prices probably are never gonna go back down. So, cry. But like I said, at least now I'm trying to make sure I get everything I want from Sword and Shield before, you know, it becomes impossible to get. But I do at least have a couple of, or here's another one I don't have that I really wish I had bought. This one, I have always absolutely loved this one, and I'm so sad because I want one so bad. 75. It says like 200. Let's see. The lowest near mint though is about 285. Yikes. Well, I had my fun. I'm sure you guys are kind of getting bored of me just looking at prices. I just find it so fun to look at. But it's been fun vibing for a little bit. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and do more streams. I promise I will try. No promises that they'll actually happen, but I will try to stream more. But it was nice hanging out. I hope you guys had a great night. I'm gonna double check orders one last time, but I think we are ready to wrap up. But yeah, if anybody was looking for Lucamine, let me know, and I can check and see about getting the one that we have at one of my jobs. But yeah, looks like we don't have any more orders, so I think that is all for tonight. Thank you guys for vibing a little bit, and I will see you guys all next time.